Hey, welcome back. This is Chris Spiker. Final guests, Heather Meese and Sue Page from the Children's Center of the Antelope Valley. And specifically, we're talking about the Heart Sounds Ball. So Heather, you contacted me
Yes.
and said, hey, we're putting the Heart Sounds Ball together. And what's the date on that?
Date is February 9th,
February 9th.
2019 at 6 p.m. It'll be at the fairgrounds at one of the nice buildings we have out there.
Did you put it right in front of Valentine's for a reason?
Yes, it is in Valentine's Day, so it
Yeah.
kind of like touches on the heartstrings
Yes,
of everybody.
gets people thinking about Valentine's, which is,
Exactly.
it's all about the heart, isn't it?
Yes.
So you contacted me because you're looking not only to set the date, so I'm glad you contacted because we run a calendar here of everything going on in the Antelope Valley, but also some kind of prize for the live auction, or for the auctions, live or written. And you suggested, we've done that flower class, which is personally my favorite from the flower shop, or flowers, they buy flowers for 12 months, delivered at whatever. And my thing with that is they spend the money, so you get the donation, but now I'm making 12 deliveries through the year and nobody knows what I'm doing, except of course the lucky person that gets all those beautiful flowers. So I like, if I'm gonna donate something, I like the design class, which may be harder to sell, because now you gotta find 8 friends and somewhere in the next year to come over to the flower shop and take a class, but then they get to take flowers home, they can bring their own refreshments. It's kinda cool, and it's something they wouldn't ordinarily do. So anyhow, that's the little certificate I made for Heart Sounds 2019.
Well, we appreciate it, Chris.
Yes.
And I know people who've gone to the class and they have loved it, and they share their information, and I think it's something that they'll have for the rest of their lives. So I think we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah, you know, it gets people in the flower shop, which is kind of the whole idea of marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You know, and more people need to realize, like in this season, we're thinking about gifts and unusual gifts and unique gifts. And in my business, they go, well, you know, I just like, it's not my anniversary, it's not my birthday. Oh, but it could just be no reason at all.
It could be.
You know, a little heart thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm thinking about a thing.
so
Yes.
you've been at the Children's Center for a long time, Sue.
This is going on my 8th year.
Yeah, and you said it was just going to be a 2-year.
I didn't know I was going to be there that long, but I've really found a passion, and I really found a need in the community where I can serve. And my background is in education and children, and that's what I love. I love children, and I love giving them hope, and I love being a part of changing their life early, so then as they grow into adults, they can be more productive and good people back into our community. So to invest in those children is really investing in the community we live in.
And you're a working director. I don't think you sit behind your desk all day.
No, I don't. No.
Yeah.
And our board's working too. We have a fantastic board that each has jobs, and they're fantastic. Community-based. We're not a corporation. So that makes a big difference, and it's been going on for 31 years. 31 years the community has been supporting this organization and changing lives of children.
You mean this is not like a franchise?
No franchise, nor corporate. You donate your dollar to me, 92 cents of it goes to the therapy of a child. And that's pretty darn good, that you can say that a nonprofit gives 92 cents to the cause that they are promoting. So, I'm very, very proud of that. I'm proud of what we do. We're expanding our program to work with the TAY kids, which is transitional aged youth. A lot of people don't realize that when a foster child becomes 18, they're just thrown out there.
Yeah.
They're thrown out there, and lots of times, well, the statistics are between the ages of 18 and 25, 60% of them become homeless.
Yeah, you know, at 18, you might still be a kid.
Well,
And you
I
need a
certainly
fam-
was a kid.
Right, yeah.
Right.
You're not independent like the term you get. It's
I know. So
Yeah.
it's a real rough life out there, and so we've started a program working with those kids, helping them find jobs, going to them. The Antelope Valley has a real serious problem with homelessness, we know, and so why don't we prevent it? So why don't we take that 60% of those kids? I'll give you one more statistic. Los Angeles County has 30% of the nation's foster care kids. The Antelope Valley has 70% of that 30%. So we have a lot of foster care children here that they're finding that if we start maybe at the age of 12 and give them the tools that they need to go ahead and graduate from high school, go ahead and give them that hope, give them those tools, that maybe, you know, we can help that homelessness not exist there within that group of kids. So Heart Sounds is our big fundraiser. That's what we do. Let's see, Heather, last year we raised about $125,000.
Wow. that's
Which all
great.
goes to therapy.
Yeah, in one night.
In one night, goes to therapy.
But really, Children's Center is raising funds year-long.
Yes,
It's
they are.
always,
Yes, we
you're
are.
still selling bricks?
We're still selling bricks. We have our bricks for sale if you want to have a permanent
You got a
place.
lot of sidewalk over there.
We got a lot of sidewalk. We can wrap around it a couple of times.
Go down to
We
Avenue
can
I
brick the
and
walls.
head out towards the freeway. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
How many of these 12-year-olds are you working with? The ones you're trying to catch?
Right now in this program, it's just getting started. It's through a county grant. We have 10 in the program, but at the Children's Center we see about 500 children a month. And they're in usually a 6-month program. We try to give them the tools that they need to get over their trauma, and so they're not dependent upon therapy for the rest of their lives. Let's deal with it, give you the tools to move forward.
The times I've stood in the lobby over there when you have a big event, like when the Garcias were recognized, I just saw a lot of interesting people, all sorts of different people going through that lobby. A lot of people working there at the facility, a lot of friends of Children's Center.
We are really, really fortunate that we are surrounded by so many community people who want to help and want to give. And I love giving tours. I love people to stop by so I can show them what we do there and how it affects the community and how their donation is helping change lives. So, and
How does somebody get a tour?
just give us a call and set one up. Just call the Children's Center. And the best days are Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Those are the best days. And we'll just take you through the facility and show you all the things that we do and where the needs are. And it's just part of educating. It's, you know, child abuse is, it's not a disease. It's really a learned behavior. So the more education we can give people and the signs of child abuse so that they see that. One thing I really emphasize with grandparents and aunts and uncles and relatives, if a child tells you a story, listen. And keep those lines of communication open. That's the best prevention in the whole world, is to talk to your children.
Yeah, maybe we're too busy to
Yeah,
listen.
take the time. Take the time.
Heather, how'd you get involved?
That's kind of funny because my husband, Jeff Beese,
Yeah.
got involved a couple years ago with a car show, raising money for the center. And he was like, Heather, they need people for the committee for this Heart Sounds. I'm like, okay, well, I like planning stuff, though. I went for a few meetings, and I've been on this committee for 3 years now.
Gotcha.
I'm helping out.
Have we talked before?
No.
Okay, good. So you're breaking me in?
Yes.
I gotcha.
It's my first time. Yes. So for 3 years, I've been kind of helping, and this year I've kind of helping a little bit more with live auctions, looking for donations for the live auctions and partners to help out and just raise money for a good cause.
You know, sometimes people in the community, they think, I can't go to that event, so that there's no donation made. I'm thinking, you know, why don't you just write a check anyway? Because the whole thing is not having a wonderful dinner, it's we're raising funds. That's really the bottom line.
Yes.
And so if people can't go or are unable to go, traveling, whatever, they should still be writing you a check.
course.
Yeah,
And it's a fun night. I mean, it's not, I mean, friends come together, they gather, they talk, and like Sue said, it's about, you know, teaching people and like learning stuff, and you learn a lot that night. It's not just money, 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 but
Yeah.
it's coming together and as a community and working together and doing what.
yeah, if there was a calendar of the 10 greatest events that go on in the Antelope Valley, Heart Sounds would be on that list.
It's definitely a fun event.
Yeah, how many years have we been doing Heart Sounds?
What, 30?
30 years.
30.
30 years.
You might have told me that.
Well, we've been around 31 years, and then I think that they started the next year with this fundraiser, so a long time.
Yeah, I don't remember when it started, but I.
How long have you been going? You've been a part of the Chimney Sir for a long time,
Yeah, I
Chris.
have been around for a long time.
You know, you've been involved, you know, and it's people like you that keep it going, and we appreciate that. And like Heather was saying, any kind of donations for silent auction baskets,
Yeah.
we accept those. If you through your business, you want to do that.
Any
We're a
business-
501c, so it's a tax write-off.
Any business should have something, because when somebody asks you, you need to do something. You know, it doesn't have to always be cash.
No, it doesn't.
It could be something that has value that someone else would enjoy, that you
Right.
could raise some funds.
Maybe your
with.
Dodger tickets one night.
Maybe your Dodger tickets. We still love those Dodgers. So I've been talking with Heather Meese and Sue Page from the Children's Center, talking about Heart Sounds Gala, which is February 9th of next year. Thanks for being on the show.
Oh,
Thanks
thank
for
you
having
for
us.
inviting us.
You bet.
Thank you so much.